Have you been trying to reach out to your loved ones in spirit, but you're feeling as though they're not around you anymore and you're wanting to connect? I have a reading for you today. My name is Carrie. I'm a medium and a spiritual mentor. And today's reading is so on my heart because so many of you come to me and really want to be able to feel and connect with your loved ones in the spirit world. And often you can't feel the connection, or you're not getting the signs and symbols that you once had, or you haven't connected at all. So when I woke up this morning and I asked Spirit, how could I help my viewers today? They said, do a reading for them on connecting with their loved ones in spirit. And I could also feel all of these wonderful souls on the other side being so excited about this. Now, this reading may or may not resonate with you. And please know if it doesn't, go ahead and dismiss it. As always, take what really stands out to you. This is a message for a collective of people who really want to connect with their loved ones in the spirit world. They need that reassurance, they need that guidance, and you're looking for a way to reach beyond the veil and to get that reassurance you're looking for. And so, what I'm going to be doing is really channeling in your loved ones as a collective. I'm also working with my own guides and also my own guides that I work with specifically when I do mediumship readings. We're going to be bringing it through with the cards. And as always, if you have a question, please feel free to leave a comment. All right, I'm just going to tune in and see what I'm getting. All the cards I'm gonna be using, I will link as well if you align with them. So the first thing I'm gonna go right into is your loved ones coming through. And when I bring through messages from loved ones, I do one-on-one readings. And also, I like to tap into a collective because I know many of you who get readings from me regularly and also watch these videos want to get these types of messages. So I'm going to use a deck specifically for that. And I can just feel so many of them reaching through and letting me know that you're wanting to get reassurance from them that the track you're headed on is the right path, the right choice. I feel like some of you are vacillating between going in one direction or another in your life. This can be related to job, career. This could also be related to if you're going to make a larger move. I'm sensing some of you are looking at moving a few states away, wondering if that's the right choice, but also you're worried about connections, whether or not you'll have what you have in your current location at the new place where you're moving. So I'm really sensing that. And right away, I'm getting with the high priestess and the 10 of pentacles. This specifically for me feels like a mother figure or even a very nurturing father figure who acted in the role as mother. You're wanting to plant seeds to grow something new, but you're wanting to feel that connection, that reassurance that you would have felt if you'd talked to your loved one, if you just had another conversation where you could sit across from them and just get their validation. They're telling me, and I'm getting a full body chills when I'm doing this reading right now. They show up for you through feeling. They show up for you through sensation, through your physical body. Although I'm hearing you would enjoy to see things visually in your mind's eye, clairvoyantly, but they're saying don't hold on to that. That you're stretching your expectations too far about how you want to feel their presence. And that's the point they're telling me. Feel my presence. It feels a lot like a warm blanket I'm putting on a cold winter's day. It also feels like a breath of fresh air comes in. You get a new sensation, a feeling of being uplifted, almost like it's springtime and you're seeing things grow and develop. So when you're asking for their guidance, ask them to come in close. This is what I'm hearing. And this is what I also tell my clients. And ask them to give you a physical sign. That's going to be your bridge. Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, something physical, an emotional connection. Again, guidance, wisdom, clarity. Ask for those things. They want to help you. I also am feeling a real connection in with my heart space. So my heart center, also known as the heart chakra. And I'm feeling like some of you need to prepare your space and make quieter time in order to connect with your loved ones. They're saying you're a little too busy and you're expecting things to come like this. That's not how the spirit world works. Wow, this is so interesting. So right away, this is also an ancestor deck that I use. So my ancestors help me with my readings as well. We're getting Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands wants things to move fast, wants things to happen yesterday. And what we need to do as you're in your transition, Six of Swords, and you're wanting to get reassurance about your transitions, understand things aren't always going to happen. They're telling me lickety split. And so take your time with this. The wisdom that comes from learning to connect with your loved ones in the spirit world is to release expectations of the mind and also of the energy. I also feel like many of you have loved ones in the spirit world that have really good senses of humor, and often you'll think of them and funny things will occur and you'll think, ah, that's what they would have loved, or that was something that I got from them, and something in this regard. One thing I'm really sensing, especially with these two cards in reverse, this again, we have the Sun in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. And for some of you, especially this father figure that I'm getting, feels as though when he went into the spirit world, your connection with feeling grounded and feeling stable felt like it had moved somewhere else, as though being in proximity of his presence is the thing that stabilized you. I want to let you know, and this is what your love was is saying, that you can hear them and that the answers you're looking for from them are within you. And it's going to almost sound like their voice, that you're reaching outside of yourself to try and get the affirmations and the validations that you're wanting from them. And I'm also hearing from this specific loved one that you're trying to get something outside of yourself, reach within. That's where you're going to feel the light and the connection. That's what's going to make you feel grounded and stabilized. And also, it's going to make it a practical part of your experience. I'm also wanting to let everybody know watching this, at the end of this reading, I'm going to be doing a little something special and picking a few charms for this reading. A message is going to come through in this way. So stay tuned for that. Let's now move into what is the advice that we need from our higher self and our spirit guides of how we can build this mediumship for our loved ones. How can we develop that? What do we need to work on in this regard? So 10 of Pentacles, that makes so much sense. They're trying to bridge the gap, your spirit guides and your loved ones, in your physical reality of having you feel the connection with spirit in your daily life. Pentacles are a very practical card. It's a very practical energy. What I'm seeing is this image of you having some of their items, your loved ones' items, in your space. So possibly on your desk or on a mantle or maybe in somewhere in the dining room, the kitchen. And it's a point of access for you to sense and feel their presence. When you have something that reminds you of them in your physical location, what can happen is their energy can stream through and act as a conduit for them to connect with you. Your guides are saying, make some room for those loved ones in your physical life. And also, they're really saying to me that you are all entirely too busy and you need to make room and time for them to be able to connect with you. Oh, this makes so much sense. The other thing I'm getting is that your higher self, your guides, really are trying to temper and balance and give you a sense of emotional levity right now in your life. Things do feel to me like, for this collective, that you are expanding out of what your norm is, that you're moving into new areas, you're developing yourself, you're developing strengths, core strengths that are going to help you for the rest of your life. And the inner strength of this, of very much, I'm getting Three of Wands that really for me also connects in with the third chakra, the power center. So as you're going out of your bubble or the routines of what you once have known, understand you carry the strength of your spirit guides with you, your higher self. The new horizons that are coming, you're taking the team with you. You are not separate from your higher self and your guides. And you do have the ability to manifest what it is you desire in this new location or this new venture you're doing. Let's see what else the guides have to say for us and what I'm feeling here. Yeah, new journeys, new exploration, Fool, and also the Two of Pentacles. So I want to let you know the Sun card is coming again. The symbol of the sun is here. You have placed the power and the support and this feeling of success on something outside of yourself. So it feels to me like you've placed it on a person, you've placed it on a location, you've placed it on the loved one in spirit. And I'm hearing you can travel with this. Take the practices that you're learning to connect with spirit, take your intuition, and of course, you're always centered in your heart. This is what is going to help you travel along in these new spaces and experiences. There's also an extraordinary amount of things happening in your life. I can really feel spirit coming around to the left side in this reading for many of you. And often, what's going to be happening for you at this specific time is that you're in a room and all of a sudden you get a feeling or a vibration comes through. And I want to let you know this is spirit working in your life. I'm hearing pay attention to it and ask for signs. So when we ask for signs, this is what I always tell my clients and students. Understand it's not from the mind, as I said before, it's from the heart and it's from the soul and it's from your energy. So if you start to feel these things coming up for you, open up your energy and ask for what the next step is. Ask for the guidance. Also, you on a soul level already know how to do all of these things. So ask your guides to help you remember. Remember how to use your intuition. Remember how to connect with spirit. Remember how to communicate with your loved ones. We're going in again for messages because I feel as though your loved ones are wanting to say more. I feel a female coming through. So, and also know this is for collective. So if this resonates for you, this is for the collective. So this feels to me like a strong, this is a grandmother, definitely on your mother's side, and she was one of either 2 or 3 girls in her family. So it's like a gang of sisters here is what I'm getting. And also I'm getting that after the passing of this grandmother, first husband, her spouse, possibly your grandfather, felt really lost and bereft, disconnected, didn't know how to go about what to do next. And I feel like this would have really highly concerned your either your mother or you, if this is your father. And so what we're drawing upon now, because I feel like this grandmother is her sisters are in the spirit world with her, at least one of them is. And so what I'm sensing here is that we've got this team of sisters ready to help us. And if you're needing to cheer up this grandfather, this father figure, ask for them to come forth. Ask for their energy, ask for their love, ask for their influence, ask for their guidance. This is what the spirit world, I'm getting the full body chills, want us to know. They are all around us. They are saturating themselves into our energy field, trying to make sense. I also am hearing something about, I've got my ancestor candle. So often when they're around and you have a candle lit, you're going to notice a flickering candle, even a stream of light coming in from an unexpected source. So notice that. I'm also getting here that we're looking at birds as being a sign, possibly a white or a lighter color bird is coming forth. This is definitely the energy of ancestor. So when I say ancestor, I do not mean your direct grandparents or parents. I'm talking about several generations back. So I'm hearing that as you're making up your mind with these changes, note you can also call upon your ancestors for specific. We in our family lines have specific ancestors that were very good at certain skills. And so, for example, if you're working on, say, starting your own business, or if you're working on going back to school, you'll have someone in your line, in your lineage, even if you didn't know them personally, but they're part of your bloodline, you can call upon for guidance, for wisdom, for direction. The best thing they always tell me is that leave a space for them, an altar somewhere in your conjoined living space. That could be a living room, that could be a dining room, that could be a den, breakfast room, and ask for them to come forth. Thank them, candle, and then you can present them with a nice, a cup of tea or something, a little bit of something you might be eating to share with them. Again, we want to bring forth this energy from our loved ones that are here to help us. This is from a specific guide that I work with who specializes in helping us connect with our loved ones. And right away, woo, strong energy coming out right here from this guide. Thank you, Duke Boone. We have two of the queens coming out. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So we might have a loved one in spirit who was an air sign, and then we might have a loved one in spirit who's acting as a guide for sure, who is a fire sign. The females are coming out in strong numbers here, and I want to just recognize that when you call upon your guardians, your loved ones in the spirit world, there goes the dog. You're going to have the things you're looking at answered. You are going to get the help you need. They're reaching through the veil, wanting to congratulate you. I can also feel them behind me in my shoulders. I am getting chills and shivers. And this is, again, you're feeling them. So note that they are all around you. I promised you at the end of this reading, if you stayed, I am going to pull out a few charms, which I will show them to you, that are going to be messages representing and so your loved ones. So this is going to be something that is going to make sense to you or some of you. So let's just put that energy in there and see what we're getting. Okay. I'm hearing the number 3. All right. So right away, I want to show you what I've got. I've got the moon, and this makes a lot of sense because we have a full moon coming up. We have the heart coming up. We also have this beautiful little donkey, and then we have clouds with a lightning bolt and handcuffs. I want to let you know the handcuffs are really sticking out to me, and the words freedom are on these handcuffs. And so it feels like you are carrying the weight, this burden. The mule for me represents a burden, carrying a load, not feeling like you can make the next move. Look at the energies around you and notice, again, the signs, the signals from your loved ones, but also use things like the intentions of the moon and also writing out what it is that you desire. That's really what I'm getting. And everything, again, we want that to be centered around the heart space. I love doing this reading for you guys. And please make sure to subscribe and follow along for more. And I also want to let you know I have an amazing other reading that I did just the other day. I'm going to link it right here. Be sure to check it out. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next reading.